Okay. And okay, for session value tracking, who would like to help with that?
I'm here.
Okay, James would like to help with that. Also, Nelly would like to help with that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
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 Mm-hmm. All right. So, let me just erase this one.
So
well,
Nelly,
we will do it later. Okay.
So Nelly,
Nelly.
So the first thing I want to mention is that we're in the setup for the. So you're helping with the setup of the session, which is excellent. It's very exciting. Although you're actually seem to be active down in the session value tracking as opposed to the actual setup section.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, session roles. Oh yeah. Okay, so facilitation, yeah, and oh yeah, you're writing there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Well, we do need a master document of the master document updating that the document that we will be updating today will be the project management system, which I already add here. In the oh, where did I add that? Give me just 1 second. In the agenda. Was in the agenda. Yes, we can find it in agenda. We need to work in that document today. Okay. So the minute we started was okay. We are okay.
12:04.
Session setup. Okay, so could we please do our check-ins?
Yes, sure, I can start if you want.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, so yesterday, after our meeting, I ate dinner with my boyfriend. We saw like hundreds of episodes of Designated Survivor until he got asleep. Then, of course, we went to sleep. I got up really late today. I had to prepare classes. I'm a teacher, so I was on that all morning, and then I got excited with Asana and payments and all that stuff. Today I supposed to be paid, so I was resolving that issue regarding how I was going to be paid. I received my Pioneer card, so I have like a few options that later I will like to discuss with you, so we can check what is the easiest one for you guys. And then I don't know, I was preparing some things to Norway, to move to Norway. I have an apartment already there. I'm so excited about that. And then I started working a little bit earlier on this meeting. I went through the notes of yesterday and Asana and checked which tasks need to be added and where we are standing, and check what we have to be done by today. So that was it. I'm like an 8 today.
Great. James, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Okay, for today, I'm very glad that weather is okay. But today I will sleep. For me, my rating today will be 6.5.
Okay. I guess
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5.
Oh yeah, 6.
So Nelly.
Yes.
So with the note taking, it's all perfectly fine to go a little into this section, but the setup section and the agenda is where we put all the topics, and then the notes go down under the note section.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we're doing check-ins right now.
So not here.
Yeah, this is just our setup.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me.
No worries. It's just it's minor detail. So I'll go next. I would say that I'm probably a 6. I'm doing pretty good. Definitely hoping to have some time to catch up on things. Sometime today to catch up on things, and I yeah, I had a good day yesterday. You know, probably worked too much, and I'm just excited that everybody's here and taking initiative. Check. And Nelly?
Yes. Well, yesterday I just the guys told me to relax a little bit, so I did that, and I just watched some Netflix, and then I just got up really late and went out for a walk with my dogs, and that was it. Check.
Great. All right. So just to make sure the do we have anyone for master document updating? Do we have anyone for master document updating?
I will do that. I will do that.
Okay. All right. So how long do we have? What's people's schedules?
I have 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. I have
Yeah, I
all
have
day.
like 3.
Nelly's got 3 hours.
I have two
2 hours. Okay. Great. So I just want to note that we're probably, in borderline record time for getting everything set up for the session. This was amazing. Thank you, Nelly, for busting out the document and helping with facilitation right at the beginning. Is really cool. Because it's like 10 minutes in and we're like already in desired outcomes. It's like boom, boom, boom. So this is great. So so desired outcomes, and then we can get into the topic. So
Can you share your screen, please?
oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Let's see if it works. Share screen. Yay, it's working. Cool. And make sure I'm sharing my screen in the actual video, which I'm not, of course. All right. And all right, now we really started the video. Okay. So so Nelly, do you want to help us through the desired outcomes, or do you want me to?
Okay, so what we are looking here in the desired outcomes.
Well, we haven't really done. These are desired outcomes from yesterday, so
yes,
I think we can kind of delete all
today. Actually, what the meeting was made for today was for updating the project management system doc. Because I think it's already linked to Exit, but I don't know if we need to work in some project management system for us, or we are going to work with this one. I haven't gone deep in this one, but I know we need to update it. To do a better job with our clients as well as in our internal system.
I think that we have like a project manager system, I think that, or at least my desired outcome is that it's clear to everybody, even for me or for Jade, like there are certain tasks and responsibilities that need to be clear who are responsible for those. And I think that Asana helped a lot, at least to me, to see the whole picture and to see how this is going to work. But I think that it's really important to write it down and to like assume responsibilities and tasks like with name. And most of them are like body teams tasks, but some things are like one person responsibility, at least to check that is happening and that is going on. So for me, that's the main issue here. Like we already have our system. I think the job in here now is to acknowledge that system, write it down, put some names on it, and all of us be responsible for something in that chain of work. For me, that's my desired outcome, at least referring to what Nelly was saying. Like I agree 100% with her.
Sweet. So just to make sure I'm really clear on this, looks like Isaac might be joining us.
Yes, Isaac is checking in.
So we're talking about project management systems, and are we talking about for the Andromeda team, or are we talking about the Atlantic team?
Yes.
So it's just the Andromeda team, not for EXA, just the Andromeda team.
I think for both.
Yeah, but until we do not have our own very clear, I think it's difficult to have clear one
For EXA. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, maybe we can focus now in ours to later focus in theirs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So another thing that I think relates to this, but it's also its own sort of topic, right, is I think it's important to identify start to identify, what we need to stop, right? What we need to slow down, and what we need to prioritize. So I think we really do need to prioritize something because there's too much. And I think it's also getting clear on our goals and responsibilities, like I talked about, like what I said. And then the only other thing I have to add is getting the Atlantic sessions and team Atlantic team set up, and begin to get First Atlantic team set up. And that's primarily just getting the scheduling clear for that, which would be helpful. Cool. So those are my things. Anything else you want to add to desired outcomes?
Perhaps work a little. I know AnaClara is worried a little bit about the payroll, so I don't know if.
Actually, I think that other desired outcome for today regarding what Nelly is saying is that we need that today is on Asana. Everybody has that task to update their worksheet, their work report, so all of us can get paid. And I'm aiming to everybody do that today. So I'm looking at Asana right now, and we have like a few tasks pending to do today. And there are like simple tasks like that. So we can get paid.
Sorry.
Cool. So let's. I think we're looking pretty good on the desired outcomes. Let's step back and let Isaac.
Hey guys. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening for everyone.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
There are two AnaClaras.
Oh yeah, one is my cell phone. The other one is my computer.
Oh, okay.
So
There's never enough AnaClara.
So Isaac, I definitely kind of missed that. Let's see if we can get through that again. Make sure we get a number. It looks like we also need a number for Nelly.
Oh yeah,
how are you
I
doing?
think I am 7 today.
So Isaac, what
Oh, we're checking in. Sorry.
well, we already checked in, but we're having you. How
Hello.
are you doing,
Oh,
Isaac?
I'm doing good. I won't be able to stay here for long. I have to go to the bank and do some, finish some stuff. Saturday is the only day when I have time. I was planning to be here, but unfortunately I have to leave. I'm feeling more like a 7 or 8, and I just wanted to join you guys for a bit, see what you were doing, and how the Saturday meetings feels.
Cool. So how long can you be here for?
Like for about 40 minutes only.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So now we're going into our priority topics. This is the hard part.
Yeah.
So this would be like Andromeda.
I'm sorry, there's someone that has a microphone on and is doing a lot of noise. I don't know who he is
I think that's James.
or she.
James, want to make sure you mute.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. So anyway, so the priority topics. One thing I would put in is like, there's Andromeda worker coordination. I think that this covers some of the responsibilities and maybe even some of the goals, etc. I guess not really goals. Goals would be more like Andromeda planning. But I don't even know if we want to do. Maybe we want to do Atlantic and Andromeda planning. I don't know. Anyways, let's put this under other stuff if we get to it. So from there would be the project management systems, Andromeda project management systems, if we wanted to get into that. I don't know if that's
Jay, we don't have your number. Like, how do you feel today?
Oh, I put it as the first number. It's the first one.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah. I started with it. And then we can average those, and we can also start adding them to the list. I think it's in there. Let me see.
Our average is a 7.
Exactly a 7, huh? Wow. So I actually don't see it. Okay, so what was I saying? So going back to our topics here. So basically, I think we want to do like the worker coordination is really more of like the responsibilities and tasks, etc. Yeah, but the project management systems is defining and understanding more about how those responsibilities and tasks are delegated and dealt with. So I don't know if we want to go over both of those or do one first, or maybe just focus on worker coordination. And then we have the Atlantic team.
I think the two of them sort of like go together. I don't know.
Well, if we want to do both of them, we should probably do this one first.
Okay.
Because that's understanding the relationships. All right, so and probably this also involves a little bit of like review exa responsibilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I mean, I think that should get through most of what we want to do today. Part of my hope is that we do split up into buddy teams at some point. Our buddy team options here would be, we have maybe James and Jay, and then AnaClara and Nelly, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, great.
And if Isaac is still around, he could join either one.
And James just left. Or he's here again.
Okay, he might be back. So let's jump in. Does this sound? Do you guys like these topics? Like, so we're doing topic review, and we want to see if we have agreement on the topics.
Yeah.
Any other additions to our topics or items or something to prioritize?
Just the updating of project management system, but I guess it's this one. Yes.
That's our first thing, right? Yeah. All right, so let's.
Yeah, and just one thing, like at the end of the meeting, we should go through the tasks that are pending and make sure they're done. Like we have like each one of us 1 or 2 tasks that should be done by today or later on Monday. So if there's any question about them, we should check them and have those questions made. Because I have like tasks that I don't know exactly what they are.
Okay.
So that's it for me.
Okay, cool. All right. Great. So I think we are ready to go into the first topic, right? Which is the project management system review, and go from there. So let's go ahead and index that. Does anyone know what time we're at?
26.
So
No, it's 21. It's give me just 1 second.
Okay.
oh yeah, that's not the time that we're at. It's the time that the video is at. So it's at 21.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not
We're doing
26
the,
then.
for the video indexing.
It's 18. Give me just 1 second. Let me add it. It's 18.
I think it's at 21.
Yeah, we are at 21.
So so the first thing that I would do here is I would find our project management systems doc index, right? So I would come, actually the easiest way to do that is just go to the top here, go to our Andromeda double team meeting. Oh man, I always forget, this was so slow, so slow. Oh, and the session support doc, we gotta get rid of that. That is just got to not be there. Let's do that really quick. Obviously not working, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so boom. Drama teams is good. So then we want to go to internal systems and processes, and this will be our project management systems doc. Our drama team. The next question is whether or not the task was completed to update it. And we will find out really soon. It doesn't look like it was updated. Anyways, let's go through some of the vocabulary briefly, and then we can go through some of the updates. So the project management system is what happens where, so we're clear on the types of, in places where the different parts of our project management take place. So let's see if we can find the previous project management discussion that never got updated. Probably a task that didn't happen. So we would go to our Andromeda team, and I would just assume that it would be sometime this week, possibly Thursday. Wait, no, that's not Thursday, Thursday. See anything here. Budget, no. All right, let's try Tuesday. Internal team responsibilities. Let's try this. Oh, here to see right here, we have this in blue.
Yes.
So this was supposed to get indexed. The project, AnaClara was supposed to have done this. So this is indexing the project management discussion. so that we have it here, and it would just go here. And this project management system block should be our doc. Yes, it is. So we can get rid of that and do that. I would also link this to the our own doc. So link to Andromeda team doc. There's another task that can be added. So project management platform Asana cable things about 100 different positions. So this is not applicable. Cool. So does everyone understand the difference between a project management platform and a project management system? And project management? Are there any questions about it? No questions? We're good?
I do have a question. Is this the project management? Okay, no, I don't have a question. I just have to. No.
I think one other good thing to have in the vocabulary here is understanding that topics where we talk about various items, like in our meetings, right? And you can have a topic coordinator, and you can, this can relate, it does relate, and I would say indirectly to responsibilities, right? So every topic is related to some sort of responsibility, but topics in general can be separate and external from responsibilities, and vice versa, right? So then you have responsibilities. Responsibilities oversee many tasks, and there are also sub-responsibilities and umbrella responsibilities. So does everyone understand like what a responsibility is? And then we have tasks. Tasks are like specific, either ongoing, or one-time work achievements.
Okay.
Yeah. The tasks are typically pretty straightforward and clear and easy, whereas responsibilities oversee many tasks, and many times the responsibility is to help create and delegate tasks. Right, so just because you have a responsibility doesn't mean you're responsible to do all of the tasks within the responsibility. Cool, and then just like make sure we have it clear. So it goes topics, responsibilities, and tasks. And the other thing that's important here is that, in regard to Asana, and I think we can come up here. So we have so project management system platforms. Okay, so this is where we would talk about our platforms. We can make that a header. So Trello, we don't use Trello. Google, we use Google for a lot of different things. We have Google calendars. We got docs for our master topic, responsibility, task docs. We have main docs, right, that are also used for task management, right? Worker coordination docs. And then Asana, so we use Asana primarily for tracking tasks.
Yeah, in Asana you can track tasks and also responsibilities.
How do you track responsibilities?
Like, for example, do you remember that yesterday I told you that we have everything separated on projects? Like for one hand, we have everything that is regarding Andromeda, that's one project. And then we have another project that is everything regarding Nexa. So if you go at any of those, you are going to have sections. And those sections are like the responsibilities. You can call them responsibilities. And each one of them has one person that is related to that responsibility. And if you open that, you're going to find all the tasks. Some of them are that person's, Some of them are other persons, but the responsibility that has all those tasks and sub-tasks inside had one responsible person, like appointed. And if you go to your Asana, like you click on your Asana and check which are your tasks and responsibilities, you're going to see, for example, that you have like tasks that you have like due today, due Monday, due Friday, and then at the top of the list, responsibilities that are not tasks and do not have due dates. For example, like Jay, you have payroll, and instead of telling you when is the due date, it tells you which project is that you are responsible for the payroll.
Mhm.
So you can see both of them. Sometimes you are like appointed for a responsibility. Sometimes you are appointed for a task. The responsibilities you have to oversee them and put tasks inside them, or maybe like check the tasks I put and check if it is okay with the person assigned and the due date and everything. And then you have to make your own tasks. That's pretty much it. That's what I was thinking when I was doing this.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, everyone can use it in their own way, but I feel like for me, where I'm at, right, and we can ask where Nelly's at and everything like that too. Like, I definitely have agreement that we would use Asana to track tasks, right, including priority tasks,
Yes.
ongoing tasks, and tasks with specific due dates. When it comes to tracking projects and tracking responsibilities, I mean, I think it's we should start thinking about it and understanding it. I don't quite understand the model that you have, or just confusing. So I mean, I think it'll help somewhat, but I don't know if that's necessarily what we want to use Asana for as like a primary goal. So a couple of questions would be, the relationship between responsibilities and projects. Like for me, what I would define a project as is typically it's asynchronous and topic based, and that it's an umbrella of responsibilities. And, that projects are umbrella responsibilities. So in that context, it's like we could have a relationship where like projects are equal to, or Asana projects are equal to umbrella responsibilities. But I think it would get really confusing trying to create a definition that Asana tasks are responsibilities and Asana subtasks are actual tasks. I mean, it's just very confusing.
It will be confusing.
Asana tasks are tasks, and Asana sections are responsibilities.
What's
It's
a
just the only
Yes.
difference.
What's a section?
If you go to a project in Asana,
Mhm.
you have like listed a few things like ducts and system, value tracking, HR, recruitment, payroll, others. Those are sections. If you click on one of those sections, you are going to open it and you're going to see all the tasks inside them, inside that section. That section is like the responsibility. It's the same. If you want, we can change it the name. Like it's just Asana gives you the section name. But inside that responsibility, you have a list of tasks assigned to a person with a due date. And that section or that responsibility has an assigned person that needs to oversee all the tasks inside. It's like even as like the interface helps you to read it that way. That if you go to the project, if you want to go to your account, like your tasks and responsibilities, and list it, and you're going to see only the things that are appointed to you. You go there and you're going to have, first of all, in the list, your responsibilities, and after that, you're going to have all your tasks as a list. That's it.
So just so we're on the same page, like currently right now, if I click on a project, let's say Afghan Community Andromeda, right?
Yes.
It says add tasks, add sections. So you can add a task or a section.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see
What I did was
is.
I did everything as a section.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's the same because you can erase the format and just write it like without bold. It's the same because if you open one of these, you're going to have all the tasks inside.
Oh.
If you want, I can do like sections with bold letter.
So what happens if I add a task? Let's see. Tasks is test task, and this would be a test section. So on a test, do they understand? So basically, we're saying that, so when I click on this, how do I know it's a, it says it's under test section, no section. Okay, so if I click on this one, it says it's under test section. So it says these are tasks under the test section. Is it possible to turn a task into a section?
Yes.
How do you do that?
You can choose. Like you go there and you no section, and it's no longer a section. I just did it.
Well, I said, is it possible to turn a task into a section?
Oh, okay. I suppose. I think.
Section. So,
I think we have to check all the possibilities that Asana can bring.
Yeah, but I think this is good. So I mean, for me, it looks like Asana vocabulary. We have three things. We have teams. We have teams. We've got
Yes.
projects, sections, and tasks.
the thing is, like, you also can like choose how to do it. Like, for example, I didn't choose to use sections as a section lookalike things. So I know that in the first part in here, we only have responsibilities, and the task only goes inside each responsibility, and the subtask goes inside each task. So it's like a choice also. Like I set it up that way. Like I had to choose how to organize this. Asana gives you all these possibilities. I try to stay as simple as possible, but I organize it this way. So we can check first responsibilities, then tasks, then subtasks, like a cascade or something like that. But I don't know.
So I would say we just define all these things together and do it together as a group. And
Yes.
And this is a proposal, and basically we have teams, projects, sections, tasks, and subtasks, and we just define each of them.
Maybe AnaClara can give us like a show like maybe she can show us how she configure Asana for us, so
Well, I
we
think
can
she already did.
take so we can take the best of Asana.
Well, I think she already did show it to us, and
Okay.
I think I more or less understand what you did. I just personally would prefer to keep it as simple as possible, because we're gonna have, you know, so many different people and teams like working on this stuff. So it just would be helpful to keep it all. It's gonna be the same for everyone across every group. I mean, every group can do it a little differently, but we need to have some standards so that it's like simple to switch between teams and groups, right? So in this context, I think teams in Asana are equal to teams to, you know, double. We have super teams, we have super teams, double teams, and buddy teams. So I think that teams are pretty much equal. Projects would be equal to umbrella responsibilities. And then this is where it gets a little more confusing. I think that sections should be equal to just, normal responsibilities, right? And then tasks should be equal to, sub responsibilities or tasks. You can technically have umbrella tasks, and then subtasks would be equal to basically, tasks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And that some teams could also be some like umbrella projects could also be teams. I think at some levels. Because sometimes projects turn into teams. But yeah, I think this is looking good. Umbrella. So this would be some umbrella responsibilities and some projects. So the main thing here is that I just see that these are all tasks and that you have the tasks and responsibilities, and that we just want to change it so that tasks are more like sub-responsibilities.
Yeah, but for example, if you go to docs and systems, please click in there.
Yeah.
In there, you have lots of tasks assigned to different persons that are not me. I'm just assigned to overview this. But then you have all these tasks.
Yeah.
That are assigned to different people.
I mean, documentations, right? Well, I don't know if this is docs or documentations, but documentations is huge. Systems is huge, like, so for me, this is gonna get a lot. So eventually we'll break it down, but video indexing would definitely be way more than just a task. It would be a responsibility. So eventually we're gonna get even more granular. So we're still a very, but yeah, this stuff is good. So this is ongoing tasks that happen during meetings. So yeah, so this is definitely good, but I think we're all pretty much on the same page. Like everybody's gonna have flexibility, so everyone will have everyone and every team will have flexibility on how they want to use any type of project management platform, including Asana. So that's like obvious. And then from there, everyone, individuals, and every team. And then I think this is, I mean, do we pretty much have an agreement on this kind of stuff? So we want to track tasks, priority tasks, and then we also want to track some responsibilities.
Yes.
And then we have Asana vocabulary. So, oops. So does this look pretty good? As far as like, getting agreement on this for now? Any objections?
Yes. I think this looks great.
Yeah. So no objections, we have agreement. And then did we lose James or James here? He's here. Hey James, do you agree with
there he is.
Proposal for Asana.
Hey James.
Right, well, I think he obviously doesn't object. So anyway, so this can go into a decision. I would just put this in the Andromeda decisions doc. So it'll be another task add decision to Andromeda decisions doc. Easiest place to put it. Although it's not really an Andromeda decision, but we'll work with that later.
Okay.
All right, so so this would be kind of like what we would call a urgent or emergency decision. It's like a buddy team decision, basically, right? So you just say buddy, maybe it's a double team decision, double/buddy team decision. So eventually we want to bring it to our Thursday meeting. All right, cool. So this is looking really good. Let's make sure this is all added to our project management system. So this would all be here. And it's all approved. Okay. I think this is pretty good. So there's still a couple questions that could be asked in regards to Asana, but I think overall we're pretty good. And then also we could go more into like relationship between Docs and Asana.
Yeah, regarding that, we have like a section here in which you can find all the files that are attached to tasks. You can find it all there. Like you can attach files from Google Drive, from your computer, from Dropbox. And there's a section where you can find all those files together. If not, in each task, you are going to find the files that are regarding to that matter.
Good.
Cool. So, and just to make sure that I'm really clear about this, it's you know, we're talking about like worker coordination docs, specifically the master topic list, the master responsibilities list, and the master task list, and also people's individual main docs.
Any document that we have on Drive, we can link it in here.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and again, the main the main issues with Asana are one, that it's limiting based on the money and the number of people, and then two, it's also private. Right, so those are like the main issues with it. That eventually, what we'd want is a public system that holds everybody accountable, not just internally with the team, but the whole public. Yeah. So we'll hopefully one day we'll get there. All right. So I think we're good. Maybe we can note down here that what I just said, because that's important. So issues with Asana, or maybe ongoing. That we want to solve one day, but not right now, is that it's not public, only 15 people, and costs buckers above that. All right, cool. Awesome. So I think we're good on the project management systems. On our project management system, at least.
Okay.
And I wanted to put this here. At least regarding Asana.
Yes.
Here. Okay. So let's go on to the next topic, right? Which is our worker coordination. So do we have a time for indexing?
Yes. 48:16.
16? 48 minutes?
Yeah, 48 minutes.
Okay, and you're getting the indexing up here as well. No, we're not doing the video indexing. So who was supposed to do the video indexing was Nelly. So Nelly,
I am.
So we actually have to do the video indexing as well, which actually goes here to the video indexing section up here at the top. So right now we only have the session set up here, so we're missing, let's see, what are we missing? We want to do basically Andromeda project management system, right? So we want to write that here, Andromeda project management system, and
Okay, I'm on that.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm on that. Oh, you're on that.
I'm just saying it's pretty easy to just copy and paste.
Okay.
However you want to do it. But again, it's a lot more than just copy and pasting that. We want to actually add the number and get the link, everything. Okay, so you're gonna do that?
Sure.
All right, so let's make sure we check in on that again. All right, so we're doing worker coordination now. Can we do 49? So usually I would start with just the people who are here and go through each person individually. What do you guys think?
Yes, we can do that. The people that we are here.
Does that sound good, AnaClara?
Yes, sure. Sorry.
All right. So who should we start with? I guess there's also just like general, I think there's a couple things here. So there's individual, there's also like, group coordination of responsibilities. So you could start with like responsibilities that aren't happening. One is making sure that we are organizing and assigning and delegating responsibilities. And this would be considered worker coordination is the umbrella responsibility, worker coordination. So this would be a project and umbrella. In the way, one of the ways that I'm going to start organizing and differentiating is using this little gadget here. I think it's this one. If I can find it. No. I can never find these things. Oh no, what happened? Nothing. There it is. So I think this is a reasonable thing to indicate responsibilities. So we have Clara, Nelly, James. So AnaClara, well, one obvious one would be Asana. Okay, Asana coordination would be a responsibility. Are there any specific, tasks or sub things you can think of for that? All right, so another question here would be question mark. Umbrella Asana coordination versus Andromeda team, Atlantic team, and we have Oceania team, etc.
Global team.
I think we're going to try to get away from the global team, but
okay.
As far as like using Asana for global team,
okay,
because it's more asynchronous, I don't know, maybe, question mark, full team, global team, core team, these are other options here. Anyway, so this is another responsibility context that we could consider.
Okay.
So let me check if I understand. We are seeing which ones are the responsibilities that are not happening and trying to put a name on them. Is that correct, or I understand wrong?
Well, I'm just trying to organize this. So there's three things that are happening here, right? One is the question of how do we coordinate responsibilities, right? So that's one question, and one part of this might be like categorize responsibilities into what people are doing, what is falling through the cracks, and what isn't assigned, right? So this would be aren't happening / isn't assigned. Right? And then from here we have individuals. So let's go through each individual person's responsibilities and kind of review it. So I think those are the three things that were happening here. And then we're also going to want to review exit responsibilities and pending tasks.
Give me just 1 minute. I'll be back, okay?
Okay. Maybe what we can do is just like start naming each responsibility regarding Andromeda and assign a person for that responsibility. And then do the same for Exa. And then, like, after that, in each tasks, that are going to depend on that person assigned, who that person is assigning to the tasks, or how we like get together and tell, like, I do this, you do that, but you always know who to respond to. Like, you have one assigned person to the whole responsibility. So if you have any doubt on your task, you go and ask that person, or that's your reference.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing I'm thinking about now.
Yeah.
But first we should name, like, responsibilities, acknowledge them.
Brainstorm and list responsibilities. So this would be for Andromeda.
Yeah, like the main ones, the more important or the more broad.
Yeah.
Like documents and systems, HR and recruitment, that we know that's Nelly, or I don't know, payroll, we know that's you. So you are like the person assigned to the responsibility. Then inside that responsibility, we have like lots of tasks.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people assigned on those tasks, but you are the guys responsible for overview of those. And, like, I don't know, work well with those people.
I agree with AnaClara.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So.
I can tell you the responsibilities I just thought about just now, but there are more. But the ones that I had on mind, that the ones that I use on Asana, are for Andromeda, docs and systems, like everything regarding documentation that we need to create and systems that we need to write, and all our filing system and everything. That's one responsibility. The other responsibility is value tracking. So check that we get paid and everyone is doing their value tracking and filling their forms, etc.
I would define value tracking as different than getting paid.
Yeah, I put it on a side. Like, we have payroll also.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that, like, tracking your work hours is slightly different than value tracking for the team. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So that would be individual.
sense.
So we have individual responsibilities and tasks. So that would be tracking your work hours.
Okay.
And that would go, this would go under worker coordination, HR. So this would be personnel, HR /
Then I have HR and recruitment. I put a Nelly on that. Then I have payroll, and I put Jay on that. And then I have others. It's like other little things regarding Andromeda. And that's it. Those are the responsibilities, I think. I assume there are more, but probably I didn't think about them. And then in Excel, we have responsibilities, past value tracking, then present value tracking, then payroll, and then docs and systems. And I'm sure there are a lot more responsibilities, but those are the one I thought about. Just maybe for a start, when we can make these two lists bigger.
So, I mean, I think one thing is pretty clear here is that, you know, in terms of like how we actually coordinate responsibilities, right? One thing is that I personally feel like it's just a lot. It's like, you know, too many things. It's a lot, right? I'm sure Nelly, I don't know, maybe Nelly agrees with me, but basically we need to start being, you know, one would be narrow down the focus, you know?
That's important to do.
You know, so that we were, you know, only one person or buddy team at a time, right? So that's one option. Or only one team, or even or one project at a time. So maybe we even step back from responsibilities and just look at, like, start with just listing projects and umbrella projects. Like, maybe that's the direction we need to go.
Yes.
And then, because we really should we should be able to get it down to just a few projects. And then the other thing that I would say is we might, question mark, might want to initiate a spreadsheet at some point of responsibility. So, and then once it's in a database, it could be much more, you could just like do a lot more with it, you know, because you can just like click a button and organize all the responsibilities that are under one person, and like organize it and see it really fast and sort it, you know. So
would it be like just like a responsibilities spreadsheet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
and how we coordinate responsibilities, like obviously this is all part of, right? This is part, and I'm going to add the, this is worker coordination, right? So worker coordination is part of overseeing how responsibilities are delegated, right? So this would be a responsibility. And the fact that it's got 2 or 3, like that means it's like a very high level responsibility, and possibly even it's a project, right? So this is potentially like a project with worker coordination, you know? So we might even want to have like P in here or something, I don't know. But the point is that we need to make sure we have a doc for this. So let's just, I think you might already have one, but let's see. So worker coordination, here it is. So there's the worker coordination doc, because that's part of what we're doing here. And there's a lot that goes into worker coordination. So it looks like in addition to the worker coordination doc, we're going to want to have some sort of like, you know, responsibilities delegation doc. Like we want some sort of documentation, like doc that actually, this would be a task.
Okay. There you have a spreadsheet of responsibilities where we can start working.
Okay, cool.
It's just like with names, we can start working on that.
Cool. And then I also think we want a doc for responsibilities delegation or responsibilities coordination / delegation, which would be a sub-component of worker coordination, which will link to the worker coordination doc. And then we'll have the spreadsheet of responsibilities. So this will help.
We do have. I already did a spreadsheet of responsibilities. Let me give it to you.
It's
give
right
me
here.
Just 1 second.
I see it.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah.
And now I also did one of internal responsibilities, Tim. Let me share that with you, okay? He's.
What are you saying you also did?
And there is this other one.
Oh, we already have this one. Yeah, that one's definitely good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is part of what we want to get organized and make sure it's really clear. But this again is not the responsibilities coordination. It's just, and this is just for Andromeda team.
Yeah.
Whereas responsibilities coordination doc, this will be for like the whole network. Okay. So this is making a lot of progress. I really like this. So now the question is, do we want to try to narrow down our focus, or maybe we should go into projects? Do you guys want to go into projects or narrow down the focus?
We can narrow it down to projects.
Well, going to projects would be broadening out, but so narrowing down would be saying like, hey, let's focus on just AnaClara, or just Buddy Team Nelly and Jay, or just James, right? That would be narrowing it down. Whereas broadening out would be focusing on projects instead of responsibilities. But I'm fine just focusing in on the responsibilities. Do you guys want to just focus in on the responsibilities, or you guys want to broaden out into the projects?
We have some responsibilities. For example, the ones that we gave to people in one meeting. Major responsibilities and minor responsibilities. Remember the ones that we put in every person main doc? I don't know if those are going to work for this situation.
Yeah. We definitely have responsibilities, so we can go through them right now if we want to, and just focus on the responsibilities.
Of course.
Or we could, step back and look at the bigger picture, which would be the projects.
Okay. So,
guys, what are we going to do with this spreadsheet of responsibilities and internal team responsibilities?
Well, this would be a task. So task would be to add all responsibilities to the
For who?
spreadsheet.
Everybody?
Well, we have to assign it. So either this could be James or, Nelly or something like that.
Okay, I will
place it on
Nelly until James has his account. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I mean, this is really an ongoing. You think about it, it's an ongoing task because it doesn't really end. You're always updating, and
Okay.
It's like never ending. But the idea is like having a responsibility spreadsheet might help a lot.
Sure.
Because there's just too many of them, right? We're most likely we'll end up with 50 to 100 responsibilities, right? But the problem is that and there's going to be thousands of tasks, right? So tasks, you're going to have 1,000 to 2,000 tasks, right? So dealing with 50 to 100 responsibilities is a lot easier. But the problem is that you take 50 to 100 responsibilities, you take, let's just say 75 responsibilities times, each team and organization can equal let's say you had 5 teams times 75 could still technically be 5 times 75 could be 300 plus responsibilities. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the problem really here isn't the responsibilities. The problem is that we're talking about responsibilities related to the Andromeda team and the Atlantic team and the global team and all the different organizations and networks. And that's why this is so complicated, is because it's not just us. And then on top of this, we're talking about the responsibilities for EXA versus internal. And so there's too many levels to organize without a spreadsheet. So we're gonna need a spreadsheet to do it. And,
yes.
And then we're gonna need to back up into projects. So projects, I think we should be able to narrow down the projects to 10 to 20 projects.
So I would like to work into projects because we are now updating the project management system doc. So I would like to work into project more than responsibilities because we have talked about responsibilities before. So I would like to go into projects if possible.
So do you agree with that, AnaClara?
AnaClara.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I was not paying attention. I'm sorry.
The proposal would be that maybe we should take a step back, let go of the responsibilities for a little while and go into projects, like a bigger level of organization, and see if we can get all of our projects organized and then go back into the responsibilities later. That would be our proposal.
Yeah, I do not agree on that, but it's okay.
Well, I think what we should do is just we should be able to, and let's time box this, 5 minutes a person, and there's 4 of us, so that'll be a maximum of 20 minutes. So let's just spend 20 minutes, 20 minutes or less, right, on doing just the responsibilities of each person, right? Because I think we can easily do that. We have that information, and then afterwards, we'll change our topics. So if we go up to our topics, we want to basically go into project for delegation. So we'll do that afterwards, okay? Let's quickly go through and time box each person for like 5 minutes and then go to projects. Awesome. All right, so this will be good. And then how are we doing on time in terms of wrapping up? We have another, do we only have 20 minutes? Is that all the time we have?
We have more, I think. We have like 20 minutes.
Before we're supposed to wrap up, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, maybe that'll just be a next step to do the stuff. So anyways, let's go into AnaClara. So let's start by going into AnaClara's work report. So I'm gonna pull up global team doc. So let's just focus on what we would call priority responsibilities. Okay. So because I think part of what we were getting confused on is we were trying to cover all of the responsibilities. It's just too much, right? Let's just focus on the priority responsibilities right now. What are the priority responsibilities for AnaClara? One is Asana and coordination, right?
Yeah.
So what is next? Individual main docs. Let's see what we got here. AnaClara. Major responsibilities. So project management, check. Right? EXA, and this would be internal team. So this would be internal team, project management, value tracking. Right? So project management systems. I think this is the same thing. You already helped with that. Budget would be for internal as well. Value tracking, I'm assuming this would be for both. And exit. So
The only value tracking I did so far was like monthly value tracking for EXA, and some help with weekly and January.
Okay.
But that's it. Like Nelly is the one that has all together on that and make it work.
Cool. So you haven't really been doing notes and meeting, but this is something you said you were interested in, and this could be part of the Atlantic. Finances also. You could.
Yeah, I prefer do not finances, but yeah, notes and meeting I can do for EXA, for example.
Okay. So maybe we could do some internal value tracking at some point, but yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see, project co-manager. So here are the roles and responsibilities for the project code manager, right? The actual role, right?
Yes.
So do you have any questions about the project co-management position?
No, but you can like explain it for me so I can make sure that I don't have any questions.
So the main thing here is that this would be, and we can add it up here. So this is buddy, team, AnaClara, Nelly, and Jay. And it's the project co-management position with EXA. And it's like basically we're scheduling belly teams doing project management. So we're doing this today. This is perfect, right? Great.
Yeah.
Preparation for Andromeda team meetings. So basically, come early to Andromeda team meetings, make sure the docs are set up. The goal would be to get started right at the time that we're supposed to start, which means you have to prepare everything early.
Yeah, we do that with Nelly most of the time. Like she does it or I do it.
Well, I mean, Jorge's been doing it the most, but in the context of today, we did really good. Like, it's about just getting there early, right? It's just a matter of getting there early. Documenting, sharing, organizing documents for meetings. So I think we're doing pretty good with that. Writing and coordinating the internal plan, writing and coordinating the front end plan, writing and coordinating the front end reporting. So we don't have a report due this week, but we have a report due next week.
Okay.
Client billing and spreadsheets and then we want to update the plan as well. Client billing and spreadsheets, I think we want to actually go through June. So this is going to be through June now. Right now we only have through May. Client billing and spreadsheets for tracking finances.
When is that we have to fill a report?
This would be next Friday.
You and me?
All three of us.
Okay.
Jay, AnaClara, and Nelly.
Okay. Thank you.
And so then this is the client billing and spreadsheets and tracking the finances. This is really important. So we need to make sure that is dealt with. You know, maybe that's mainly me and Nelly doing that, but it's just really essential to do that. And we're kind of slacking on this. I would say that this is partly something that we could put in responsibilities that aren't happening for exit. And this is sort of like exit internal, right? Sort of like the exit internal, you know, and the other part of it is tracking, right? So there's tracking our finances, but there's also tracking our value. Internal, you know, does that make sense? Okay, and then coordination of tasks and responsibilities, which is what we're doing now. Clarifying roles and responsibilities for team members, delegating tasks, identifying, making sure people are, get the training they need to be successful. So I think that's pretty clear as far as like co-managing the exit project itself, right? And the differentiation is you have the co-manager position for the exit project, and then there's worker coordination for the internal team itself. So as you see, there's a slight difference between focusing on the exit project and focusing on the whole team and the worker coordination of the whole team.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So I think this is looking good. Let's see, what else do we have? Current priority, associated tasks.
Yeah, I don't have any questions so far.
So this looks good. Task radar, for task tracking, characterization, topic tracking. So this is another thing that's we need to do more of is I bet you are getting started with it, certainly. So so we'll be doing task, responsibility, and project organizing. Excellent. And project management systems, this is the same thing. Cool. All right, so I think any other questions for you, AnaClara, as far as like tasks? Like, do you need questions on like how we might focus this in, or and the budgeting this is for EXA, right? As far as like specific tasks, do you want to go into specific tasks now?
Yeah, the only thing that is like not that clear for me is budget.
Is this EXA budget? Is this what this is EXA budget, or?
Oh, both.
It's both?
Yeah, because I thought that budget was something that we were all doing together, like every time we decide on a budget or something like that. But maybe I'm losing something, or I don't know. Cool.
So you had some concerns about the budget. So one thing would be to write up your concerns about the budget, and then also you know, we could think about the next month's budget. So next month's budget to meet our goals. And we only have $3,000 as an internal team, so this would be Andromeda. And then the next thing what we might look at is like, you know, splitting up the budget into the Atlantic team / you know, Oceania.
The global.
Well, we're gonna get away from the global. Like the global team is just not meeting. I mean, only has had 3 meetings, you know. So the Oceania team is happening every single day in the evenings, right?
Okay.
The Atlantic team would be happening every single day in the mornings, and then the Americas team, right, or the Andromeda team is meeting in the afternoon. Does that make sense? Cool. So this is definitely some tasks that could be done. So I'm gonna put these in yellow to make sure you understand these are tasks that need to go into task document.
The master task list.
Yeah, let's see who's responsible for that again.
Let me put them in there.
So master task is James. Is James still here? Is he even here?
I don't see him.
No, he's not here. Okay, so
I don't see him, so I will do it. Don't worry.
Nelly wants to do it. Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, so that's just making sure that right here where it says priority tasks, we want to make sure it's all there, and then we're going to copy and paste all of this into our master task list for Andromeda. Okay, so let's go back down here. Andromeda worker coordination. Excellent.
We only have half an hour, guys.
All right, someone
Okay.
who's our timekeeper? Are we at 5 minutes for you, AnaClara? Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to Nelly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to Nelly's main doc. I don't see, oh, Nelly's responsibility to her own doc, huh? How snazzy. Oh, I can't see it. Ooh, and Nelly's got her own task list. I can see your task list. Done and not done. Very cool. Lots of tasks. So we got ongoing, meaning, all right, so 13 is okay, well, if you can get the responsibilities list, that would be great. That also reminds me that's a task that I need to deal with, right? So Jay, we need to, make a responsibilities doc for Jay. Task. I already have a master task list, so that's good. All right. So I guess we just do it from memory. Did you hear me now, Nelly? So
I hear you.
So we need to get Nelly's responsibilities doc open to everyone.
Oh, it's not open for everyone?
No, that's what I was saying.
Give me just 1 second.
So a couple things. We know we have personnel support is a responsibility. We've got value tracking with EXA. It's the value tracking.
Okay, it's not open for everyone.
It's open for everyone now? Okay.
Yes. Also, let me check the task, the Nelly's task, if it's open for everyone.
Finances, budget. Ooh, I think another one that would be helpful to add to responsibilities that aren't happening would be, a support. So. Okay, so Nelly, so there was also recruitment, personnel support, recruitment, and this is all part of worker coordination.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jay, can I take on those two tasks? Yes, please. Well, you can only do one of them. Can only do one. But what we need you for is document. What is it? Master document updating? So, are you back? Can you hear us, James? Is he back? No.
I think he's only on, his Hangout was not working correctly, so he's only on Skype.
Or maybe he's watching the video broadcast. I don't know.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Okay, so anyways, so he should be helping with the master document updating is one thing he's supposed to help with. So this is copying and pasting the tasks, like these right here, see these yellow tasks, into the priority task list. And I believe this is done. Nelly.
That's done.
Okay,
Mhm.
so exit value tracking. Let's see what else we got for Nelly's responsibilities.
That's done. Also, I already put the task from this body team to the master task list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I did that.
so this is definitely not happening right now,
No,
which is a problem. But,
it's
but
not
it's also
happening.
your responsibility, which is good. So then we have project management, finances. Ooh, that's exciting. I would get rid of budget. You know, I think if AnaClara is going to do that, we can handle that because that's just extra, and the
Okay.
finances are so big already. So we have Nelly. We've got finances, worker coordination, cool, organizer responsibilities. All right, secretary and documentation. So you're going to help with note taking, which is great. Meeting support, you're doing a lot of that, and session support and payroll. Cool.
Okay.
And then obviously there's also this exit position. So are there any other questions on for you, Nelly? Do you want to go through any of these responsibilities and go through some tasks and stuff, or what?
I do have. Well, we have to work. Isaac and I. We have to do a body team to work in the EXA House network occupancy management. I know it's something we haven't worked this week, but we will schedule a body team, so we can put that as a task for this week. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Make sure a message goes so we also want to create or update the doc. Update the doc of who is responsible for scheduling a meeting with the extra house members.
Yes.
Yeah, so these are all tasks, very important tasks.
Yes.
Any other
yes,
of the
because
questions
we
for
have been
responsibilities?
neglecting this a little bit.
Yeah. Are there any other questions in terms of any of these responsibilities?
No.
No. Okay, cool. All right. So how about James? So one thing is we need to add James to the super team doc, right? So that could be an easy one. So tasks, add James to Andromeda team doc. This is team doc. So James, do you understand the master document updating? It could be internal value tracking. So this is ongoing logging and inputting the also documentations. Oh, he's not here. He can't hear us. So let's ask him here. James. I've done updating decisions doc for project management system. Okay, James. To understand the project, what is it called? The master documenting updating. The master document updating. All right. So anyway, anything else for James? Or do you think that's good for now? Should we go through some more stuff for him, or documenting? So this is the database/spreadsheet of session notes. Okay, cool. So so see all these highlighted things, right?
Yes.
These would all go into the task. So if you guys knew exactly what to do for the master document updating, I go here to priority tasks, all of them would be listed, and there's none of them here. So there's nothing.
Who will add James to the main task?
Whoever wants to. James, Nelly.
I will do it.
Okay, great. It's something easy to do right now. So, but the main question here is who is going to do the master document updating? If you guys don't want to do it, I will do it, but it needs to happen now. Like I would say,
Which one?
The master
master
document updating. So.
Oh, okay. I'm updating it. The master task list. I already doing it.
Okay, but I want to make sure it's clear that the role is to copy and paste all of the tasks, right, from the notes to the top, right? So let's make sure it's clear here. So copy and paste.
I'm doing that. So if you want to check it and make sure it's okay, go ahead. But I'm already doing it.
I know you're saying that you're already doing it, but you're understanding that it's very important for it not to just go into the master task list. It needs to go into the priority tasks for the meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will do that too.
Because you copy it into the master task list at the end of the meeting. If you don't have all the tasks like clear for the meeting itself, then we can't make sure that they're delegated and dealt with. Because the master task list is already a step removed. I mean, that's for like the past. Does that make sense?
Okay, don't worry. I will do that just when we end up with all the tasks. Okay.
Okay, cool. So copy and paste tasks to the top. And the only way we can really make sure we get all of them done is just ensuring that is completed. So I'm just going to quickly update this. All right, and update. Okay. So let's go ahead and check on that again in a couple minutes. So are we ready to move on, or do you guys want to hear a little bit about my responsibilities?
Oh my gosh, that would be eternal.
Eternal. Okay, so we're ready to move on, or?
Yeah, but if you want, you can share your responsibilities.
Well, I can just talk about the ones that I need to do like immediately, right? So there's payroll that we need to deal with. That's like a super top priority. There's the non-profit taxes due on the 15th, which is Monday. So that's just has to happen. And then from here, there's just like everything else. Like, yeah, I think those are the top two that are like needed. Let me double check here. So we had topics. Oh, the Atlantic team. We wanted to do the scheduling for the Atlantic team. Finances, exit finances. Yeah, so there's a lot of exa. I think like exit governance is the most important. Exit governance form. I think those are the three main ones for me in terms of like just short term today. Cool. So where are we at? I mean, we're basically at time, right?
Yes, we have like 30, 40, like 20 minutes to wrap up.
Yeah. So I think we want to wrap up. What we didn't do is we didn't review the exit responsibilities and the pending tasks for the exit stuff, but we got more of our stuff organized, which I think is important because we got kind of flustered here. So let's just add this to here. Boom. And then this is also next step. That's next steps. And eventually we'll get to the point where I can say, okay, this needs to be added to next steps, and then it just gets added, right? We just do it so that we can focus on moving things forward. All right, so how are our tasks doing? Priority tasks. Okay, this is looking good. We're starting to get all our tasks here. You know, one of the things we want to do is actually have them organized so that it's clear and pretty, etc., etc., etc. And these are obviously not tasks. I think this was, oh no, that wasn't done. So create responses coordination doc. So this is a little bit projects, 10 to 20 projects. That's not a task. This is also, none of this are tasks. I don't know why that got highlighted. These are budget. So in the, as we are organizing tasks, right, and this is very important for both AnaClara and Nelly, we want to start putting like this symbol here to represent the actual responsibility, and then here are all the tasks under that responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah. And this might be part of worker coordination. Cool. So what happened down here? So all of this somehow got yellow, and it shouldn't be. This is not yellow. Right. Cool. I love it. All right. So I feel like the thing that I wanted to get to that we didn't get to that I think we can start with in our terms of our desired outcomes is really getting the Atlantic session set up and having the schedule a little more clear and how that's going. So as part of our wrap up, we have next steps. So this is already there. Let's make sure we update that.
Okay, we're going to start the wrap up.
Yeah, we're starting to wrap up.
Okay. One. Okay.
So let's go in here and go to wrap up. So I would say that, you know, we can quickly review next steps. We can quickly review responsibilities and tasks. And let's make sure we add this responsibilities. I'm just going to do it myself since it's going to be taking a long time. And this would go into wrap up. All right. But I want to move up to scheduling. So I think we should talk about scheduling specifically for the 4 responsibilities, since we've already done a lot of responsibilities and tasks. So are there any other next steps that we want to make sure we're addressing with our topics? So we have the EXA responsibilities, review pending tasks within EXA, tasks and the plan. I think payroll is huge. I mean, I was hoping that we were going to break up into buddy teams and do payroll. And this includes with AnaClara. So I almost feel like we have to do that as part of wrap up. So this would be, I don't know, how do we even put that in here? Like, do you know how you're going to get paid, AnaClara?
I needed to talk to you about that. I received today my Pioneer card that is associated with a bank account on the States. I don't know if it is possible to pay me through that.
Well,
if not, you can pay me through Prex. Prex is a prepaid debit card, but in order to do that, you have to have another Prex yourself, so you can transfer the money from Prex to Prex. So those are my main payment methods. PayPal is not working for me because here in Uruguay, we cannot associate a PayPal account with a bank account. So there's no way I can extract the money from PayPal. But those ways work for me. I'm also opening up an account on Payensa, but one more time, the only way is to have a debit card, a prepaid debit card, and that card is going to arrive to my house like in 2 weeks. So for now, we have Pioneer, Prex, or bank account. I place all the information on my main doc. Do you want the link? Okay.
I just want to update your online public personnel files. So, oh my goodness, what's this? So your
that's the information on my Pioneer.
Okay, so that probably would not go in your public
I
profile.
place it in there because there are some notes.
Okay. So how to get paid, refer, then after that, we might be able to do Bitcoin in the future. So we're not going to do Bitcoin for now. So let's not worry about that. So let's go
because
ahead.
I don't have where to change it here on Uruguay. So maybe in Norway, but not in here.
So you would prefer Payoneer. The problem with Payoneer is I just don't understand how it works. I mean, they're telling me that I have to have money in my Payoneer account in order to pay you, but I can't put money in the Payoneer account. It's very odd. So then you said,
if you want to pay me through Pioneer, you just have to deposit the money on the bank account associated with my Pioneer. In there, you have all the information.
So just be a direct deposit?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we can give it a try.
Then if not, yeah, but read the conditions in here, the conditions I put in here, because I don't know if it's any account or any bank or whatever. If not, I have a Prex card. It's a prepaid debit card. You can transfer money to that Prex card, but it should be from another Prex card. So you should have one with money inside, and you should transfer the money from your card to my card.
Okay, so we'll work on all of that. I might Skype you and stuff too, but let's make sure that Nelly, hopefully you can help with, getting AnaClara's info from her personnel file into the payroll spreadsheet.
Yes.
And then we want to delete and plus delete the information off of her public personnel.
Yeah, either way, it doesn't say anything that it couldn't be public. Like, doesn't have any password or anything. It's just information that anyone needs to make a transfer.
All right, so you do want to leave it on your public personnel file?
I don't know if it is comfortable to you, so you can have it in there.
Well, anytime we use like bank account numbers and things like that, we have to get permission to publicly release them on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to give us public permission to release your Payoneer bank account information and your real name and all that stuff on publicly, you have to give us permission for that. Otherwise, it's automatically private information.
Okay. Well, as you wish. I don't have any problem to do that.
So are you doing that? Are you saying that you want that information to be public on your personnel file?
As long as there are no passwords involved or that.
Okay, but that again, that's not the question. So this is basically it's a legal proposal. So the proposal is for AnaClara to have her Payoneer details public online through the FQN community network. And so is that a yes?
I don't know how bad is that, but yes.
Okay.
Not a problem for me.
Cool. All right, so we can take this off, and this would be a decision. Let's make sure we hold that, and then that would go, yeah, so we can get this, we can delete that part. But we still want to have it on the payroll spreadsheet so that we're able to do the payroll easily and swiftly. So then really quickly, Andromeda, so we have James, that's awesome. I'm glad someone did that. So let's check James's online personnel profile. So for James, we have.
Okay, James'
PayPal,
main
Western
doc
Union.
is already done.
Great, thank you so much. That's perfect timing too. So yeah, so PayPal Western Union should not be a problem. So we just need to make sure we have James's PayPal. We can do that here. You know, James, make sure we have your PayPal email. Awesome. Okay, so I think payroll is good to go. Let's go back to the wrap up. So let's get rid of that. So back to wrap up. So payroll. Any other next steps that we need to deal with?
James, if you can hear me, there is, you will find your main doc on Skype. Okay.
Okay, but
I hope he can. I hope he can hear me.
hopefully he can. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, he'll send us his email. We'll make sure we have that. So for scheduling, so we're done with all the next steps. Any other like essential next steps or anything we need to do with? Okay, so let's go into the schedule real fast. I'll do this here. Calendar. Oh, you want to do Western Union? Okay, so so if you want Western Union, you need to send us all the information required. So I don't know, Nelly, if you want to do that or if you want me to do that, but we need to send. So that'll be another task.
Yes. Give me just 1 second. I will be there.
So one is to send.
Yes, because we need a lot of information. Let me get that information because we have the spreadsheet. Maybe I can send that to him so he can fill it up. Give me just 1 sec. Okay.
What are you sending to him?
The spreadsheet so she can fill it up with the information that Western Union requires.
So I just want to make sure it's really, really clear. The payroll spreadsheet is for the managers who are doing the payroll, right? So
okay.
The whole idea of making the payroll spreadsheet is that it's not accessible to all the workers, that all the workers can't see everybody else's personal identifiable information. So the idea is we want to get the information from James and add it to the spreadsheet and not give him access to everybody else's personal information on the spreadsheet.
All right.
Yeah. All right, cool. So so that's good. So we have that taken care of, and let's make sure we might also want to update. Can I send it to you on Skype? Yes, you can. All right. So then we.
Yeah. So I will ask him the information, and I will have the information in the spreadsheet.
We want to take off PayPal from his personnel file as well. All right, so let's go into the schedule a little bit. Oh, it's still not coming up. Come on, schedule.
Guys, I'm here. I'm sorry, I got disconnected.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So,
guys, I was seeing here the conditions on my Pioneer account in order to receive money, and it says that transfer must be made from a company account.
mm-hmm.
Transfer from individuals will be automatically rejected.
Mm-hmm.
So wire transfer are not supported, and transfer made from a company account owned by you cannot be accepted. So those are the conditions.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. It sounds a little complicated, but hopefully it works out. So.
Okay.
All right, so this one we're gonna repeat Monday and Friday, maybe like 10 times.
So maybe we can say a little longer later on with James, so we can fill the personal support. I'm sorry, the personal support, the public online personal file, because we don't have any information for him, and we need it for Western Union. so we can do the payment.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let me go here to unitynet.info. Slightly more organized version. So we're going to go to the America's time here. And what we can see here is we have, this is for this week, so next week. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we all understand that this section of the day is the Atlantic session, right? Hello? Hello? You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So we all understand the Atlantic session time. Does anyone have any question about the Atlantic session time? Does anyone want to say when the Atlantic session is? Hello? Does anyone not know when the Atlantic session is?
It was today, like your 1 p.m. is correct.
Okay, so let me try this again. So how about the America session? What time does the America session start? And that's every single day. Every single day.
2 p.m.
The America session, 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Okay, great. So if the Atlantic session's 4 hours long, what time does the Atlantic session start in America's time?
In America's time.
Yeah, it would be 10 a.m., right? So if it goes 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., oh no, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 p.m., right? So 1 p.m., 2 p.m. So it's 4 hours long. So it starts at 10 a.m. and it goes to 2 p.m. And then the Americas session starts at 2 p.m. and goes to 6 p.m. Okay, you guys following me?
Yes.
Okay, so, and that's every single day. All right, so the Atlantic session is going to be in the mornings. It'll be every single day.
I can be there. For me, it's more like it's better than Andromeda's, actually.
I know, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that over time you might switch to the Atlantic team, right? So we're going to be building this Atlantic team. And what's really important to note about the Atlantic team is that all of this early morning stuff, like if you look at everything else on our schedule, it's all just Andromeda team, FQN experience, like the community network, it's all our internal meetings. But in the morning, during the Atlantic session is when all the activities for EXA happens. So, and this is where we're doing all the secretary work. The operations office hours are on Tuesdays, right? We have meeting notes for the executive team every Wednesday. We have meeting notes for the partnership every Thursday for the partnership board. And on Fridays and Mondays is the core team meeting notes. So
yeah, and then, I can do all that also.
Well, but I think that it's not realistic to just say you're going to do all of it because it's way more than you might think. Okay, so
of course,
so the first step here, and let's actually put this in our. Let's actually do a little. We're going to need to talk about this again later, but let's just make a quick section on this. So meeting notes for EXA. So the first one is the stand up. So stand up is just 30 minutes for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, and that's in the calendar. That's these three. So it's at 11 a.m. America's time on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Okay, and so this would be the easiest place for someone to start with doing notes. So this would be the easiest level. So easiest here. So then the next level would be the core team notes. So this would be like mid would be core team notes, and this would be Monday and Friday from 11 a.m. to, oh wait, this is 11 a.m., right? 11 a.m. to basically 12:30 p.m., and this is usually about an hour and a half. Okay, and then high level would be first would be the executive team notes, and this is Wednesdays at, I think it's 11, oh, it's at 12 p.m. American time, and this is anywhere like it's like 2 hours, and then you have the board notes, executive team and an economic partnership. And so this is the highest level. So this would be at 11:30. Usually about an hour and a half. So and you can see that here in the calendar right here. So and then there's the internal operations, which is totally separate. So this would be technically be even easier, right? So other, it would be in cool. And this is mainly Isaac, but I think we can get more help from Nelly and AnaClara as well. So
Yes.
so do you guys understand like the context of it? And so, you know, I would say that I feel most comfortable starting with doing note taking during the stand-ups, which are here, and then we can, you know, graduate into the meeting notes for the core team. And I'm glad that Nelly was helping with the notes today. That's good, although you didn't really do too much. You know, we can talk about that in a bit. But so where are we at as far as like I would think the easiest one would be helping with the stand-ups if we want to do that, and then also scheduling our own session. Obviously Saturdays is easier. Do you want to continue this meeting next Saturday as well?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a yes? So this would be our event, Atlantic team and buddy team, Clara, Nelly, J. And I'll make this repeat weekly for, I don't know, maybe like 3 weeks or something like that. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, and save and send. All right, so if I update this, it should be there.
Well, I don't know if AnaClara will be able to do it next Saturday.
I'm here. I got disconnected again. Yes, next Saturday, the same time. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So, who wants to start with the exit notes Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
The easiest one.
I can do it.
I can do it also.
All right. So, do you guys want to both do it, or do you want to go even, odd, or?
Maybe we can do like one day one and.
Exactly. One day and one day.
Okay, so let's.
So we can start practice.
So how about we do it like this? How about we do it like this? I'm gonna do Monday, right? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I'm going the wrong place. Okay, so next week. Okay, I'm gonna do Monday. Tuesday, let's do AnaClara. What's your email again? Which one is it? C. Is it this one? Coca Dadalia? Is this it? Cocalandia? Is that your email? AnaClara, is that your email? Cocalandia? Hello? AnaClara? I guess we lost her.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Is this your email?
It's random. Yeah, that's my email.
Okay, cool. So we'll do you for this date. So add to all events. Oh, wait, no, don't. Oops. I guess I can't separate it. Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna have to add you guys. I don't think we want to really just like go out of our way to. So Nelly is this one. Okay, so let's just put you on both of them. But what we're gonna do is okay, we're gonna organize it here. So we're actually gonna want to make a doc. So this is a documentations, and secretary processes. You know, so we're gonna make a doc. This is a task doc for this. Yellow. And Nelly's gonna do, so Jay is gonna do Monday. Nelly is going to do Tuesday. No, yeah. AnaClara is gonna do Monday. Monday, no, shit. Let's just go with this. Okay, Monday, Jay. Tuesday, AnaClara and Jay. Wednesday, Nelly, Jay. Thursday, AnaClara, and then Friday is Nelly. If you want to do Friday, you can do Friday.
Okay.
Depending on how Wednesday goes. And then maybe we could even do Nella and AnaClara in case one of you guys have to cancel. Okay.
Okay.
So obviously you guys understand Friday is a little bit more important because we want to like, you know, get it. So getting a little practice and then maybe doing Friday would be good. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So we have a
Okay,
plan.
so are we going to receive Google Calendar alerts for that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you will. You might need to set that up. We can have that as a task. So we need a Google Doc for this, and maybe like set up Google Calendar. Okay.
And how does this work? Like where we should connect?
Well, just like our normal hangout, and I'll
Okay.
be you know, it'll be like a audio feed, and we'll just be doing it together. And you know, the idea is to make it as seamless. I mean, that we don't even want them to necessarily know that you guys are on the call. We just want them to know that all of the documentations are getting completed, right? So in that way, it'll be, you know, very professional. We want it to be very professional. Cool.
Okay, so and one more question.
Yeah.
The document will be prepared in advance. We just have to connect and take the document and make some notes, or somebody like us had to prepare the document from scratch.
For the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday stand-ups, the answer is yes, we have to prepare it. And then for Friday, that one's usually prepared, but we also do our own, and I usually set it up, and then Monday would be the same. So I mean, we're pretty much setting up all the documents, but then there's additional documents that other people are setting up that we're going to be linking into them. So for example, Fridays, like we do a lot of stuff on Asana as well, for Friday, Mondays. And so it's about how do we document it and bring it into the notes. And then there's even multiple different levels of notes. I'll explain it all, but you know, one thing at a time. Yeah. So Fridays.
Okay,
Fridays
so
are the only one
I
have,
don't
like,
need to be
multiple
worried about this.
levels of notes.
They're going to explain it on Monday.
Well, no. On Tuesday when we meet to do it, we'll just do our best, and we'll just set up a doc and we'll start listening to it. I mean, I typically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't even like actually, you know, take notes. This will be the first time we're taking notes on this stuff. Typically, I just record them, right? And so, but the recording will be saved in the notes, and then we can start taking notes on it. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just so you know, the primary focus of this is project management. Project management. What are people doing? What do they need to do more of, right?
Okay. And what time is it that these meetings are happening?
10
11
America's time.
11.
Okay.
11 America's time.
Oh, 11.
Yeah. 11.
Okay,
a.m.
great.
Cool. And so then the other thing to note here is that as we progress, there's going to be a lot of other activity going on in the Atlantic session. So there'll be more people, like James will be getting involved, as well as potentially Zilu and like other people who are coming and getting involved. So there could eventually be meetings at 10 a.m. and then also other activities going on during that time, even though, you know, we're doing notes. other people might be doing other things. So I'm going to be very busy with EXA during Atlantic sessions. So as the Atlantic team evolves, there's going to be more people getting active. Okay.
Okay.
So just put that.
And when do we start with Atlantic meetings?
Well, right now we're just doing weekly meetings on Saturdays. So,
yeah, but
it's
that's
up,
it on between week, like between days. It's only today.
That's currently what we have scheduled. So we have our client tasks for like meeting notes and operations support, our internal operations support. And then as far as like, my availability, I'm just simply not available to coordinate Atlantic sessions, right? So what's going to happen is that as the Atlantic team comes together, it's going to have to be like, I'm going to be able to help some on Saturdays, some on Sundays, but overall over the week, I mean, I'll do my best to, check in early and send Skype messages and all that, but I'm just going to be very busy with
But we
EXA.
cannot depend on you.
Exactly. So the Atlantic team is going to be very, independently organized.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and so for now, there's nothing scheduled, but every time there's a buddy team meeting in an Atlantic section, like you guys all have access to the buddy team calendar. So if I go to the Unity Gregorian calendar, right, and I say calendar settings, right, it's, share this calendar. So it's been shared with Unity Net Global and the Americas Community Network at Gmail. So you can use the Americas Community Network at Gmail account to schedule sessions like your buddy team sessions or whatever, so people will see that on the calendar and can attend. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and schedule Atlantic sessions at any time, and then people will show up as long as we tell them, and we're going to get a lot of global people involved in the Atlantic sessions, especially from your Africa, like James, because they just aren't able to come later. It's just too late for them. And they're asleep during the day while we're awake. Okay, cool. So I think we're on the same page for all of that. It should be pretty exciting. Any last questions on that? And
not really from me. I just want to see you do it Monday so we can perform good next days, the following days.
Well, this would be Tuesday. On Tuesday, we're going to be on a
yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to do a little practice, and then
because
Friday would be the first actual note taking, right, during a meeting, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Yeah. And of course, it's all about practicing during our sessions too. And so
exactly.
I haven't seen a lot of note taking from you or AnaClara, and mainly it's been from Jorge and Isaac. So, just do your best. If it doesn't work out, then it's not a big deal. I mean, you guys don't need to take notes, but you can help with recordings. You can help with a lot of stuff as we learn more about the tasks. So as far as these other tasks, let's see if we got this one. We did not. So I'm gonna add that. Task docs for the scheduling. No, the secretary. Is this doc set up yet? It might even actually be able to set, might have already been created. Can you check that? You guys understand what this means here? The secretary and documentations doc?
Yes.
And these are also new responsibilities that would be under your guys' responsibilities, is that you're helping with secretary and documentations work, right? These are new responsibilities that you guys are taking on. Okay, so we need to make sure we have the secretary documentation doc. We need to copy and paste the secretary and Patient's info into the secretary and documentations process/systems doc, right? And we also need to do this for the responsibilities. So need to copy and paste responsibilities section of this meeting notes into the team responsibilities doc. See okay, it's on here. So does anyone want to take on, like, this is part of the master, to be part of like the master documentations and indexing? Are you guys understanding what these tasks are? No?
Give me just 1 second. Yes, I'm on it.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right, so I don't know if we need to write names next to these, but we want to get all this stuff done. But we're kind of over time, so maybe we should just do checkouts and finish up and evals. Like,
Yeah, I
do
will
evaluations.
take care of put all of that organized on Asana, and I don't know, James was going to put everything on the documents, like the master task list and all that stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I hope he knows how to do it. Hopefully he'll follow through with it. So
Okay.
I'll just explain one more time in case he's on the video, right? So let's see here. So you would just take all the priority responsibilities and you put them into the Andromeda responsibilities, and this would be all of the responsibilities in our responsibilities section in the meeting notes, which should be right here, responsibilities in the meeting notes. So that's that. So I think we're ready to just finish up here. So evaluations, if there's any evaluations we want to do, and people need to get in the habit of doing, session evaluations and other things. Is anyone helping with the meeting value tracking?
Yeah, I think AnaClara and I already did the evaluation, but no, I don't know if somebody else already did it.
So the general evaluations form is for daily and weekly evaluations, right? So it's not like
okay.
So we can always be doing, for example, like we could evaluate ourselves and like, for example, I'm here and there's 3 other people here. So there, James participated to a certain level, Nelly participated to a certain level, right? And so we're going to track some of that within value tracking, but we can also do it within the evaluation system as well.
Okay.
In terms of people's contributions and how they're doing and all that stuff and communications, right? So,
okay.
So
I thought it was like a one thing.
No, the general
One-time thing.
The general evaluations form is like daily and weekly, every session, every day, anytime, right? So the monthly is just for the more detailed self-evaluation, right? But that no one ever did that, so we don't have it ready.
Yeah,
Alright.
I have it, like I'm on doing it, but I will finish it on Monday probably.
Cool. Yeah. So anyone can take it on and just get it done if they wanted to. So anyways, in terms of the meeting value tracking, this also helps. Is someone helping out with that, or let's see where we are with that?
Yes, I will be helping with that.
Okay, so maybe me and you can do the session value tracking afterwards.
Sure.
So should we just do checkouts?
Yes. Who wants to start?
Checkout?
Yeah.
I'll start checkout. I found very productive this meeting. I found that doing it on Saturday actually wasn't that bad. I didn't miss anything today, so for me it was like more productive even than on weekdays, because on weekdays we do it later. So I'm always in a hurry, like trying to end up the meeting because my boyfriend's getting home. I want to spend time with him. and make dinner, and it's already night and blah blah blah. But on Saturdays, it's daylight and I don't have anything to do, and I'm not in a hurry, so I can focus more. It was great today. I feel that we advanced a lot on how we work and how we are going to move forward with projects, clients, whatever. So I feel really useful right now. It's been a few days, like I'm feeling like I'm finding my place and my responsibilities, and I no longer feel that I don't know what I'm doing and that I'm lost. I don't feel that stupid anymore. Like I can go through the meetings, understanding everything you talk about. And I don't know, I feel comfortable with that and with the team. So I'm happy to see where this is going. And now my mom came from a long trip, so we are going to the movies today. And tomorrow's is Mother's Day. We have to go and buy her a present. And that's it for today.
Good. So, well, I'll go after. I think this meeting was very good, very productive. I really like when we get things done and when we really check a lot of things. So I like this meeting. And after this, I think I'm going out with my mom to go eat or something. And then perhaps I'm going out with a friend. That's it. Check.
All right. I felt this meeting was well. It went well. Oh, we can practice our note taking here if you guys wanted to. I'm in the bottom in the checkout section. Does anyone want to help take notes? No? All right, I'll do it. Okay, so I'm doing pretty well. I think that, I'd love to see more getting done. So I'd love to see more getting done. I'm a little concerned about the note taking still, especially when it's difficult to get any notes taken. Little concerned about the note taking. From there, I have a lot of work to do today, so I guess what I'm saying here is not more that I'd love to get more done in buddy teams. So like breaking out. I was hoping that we were going to break out into buddy teams today to like actually focus on some work. But I feel like we step back a little bit and have a much bigger vision and plan for getting organized than I originally thought we were going to have, with the project organizations and stuff. And also, I'm really excited. I'm excited about Asana because, I think we have a really good plan for it, and I have a better idea and understanding of Asana than I used to, and so that feels really good, and I like that. From there, I'm going to do my best to just take a break, do my best to rest and take breaks, but I have a lot to catch up on, especially like personal bills and a bunch of finances that need to be dealt with. Not to mention the taxes and the payroll and all that stuff. So, basically I want to make sure it's really clear that, me being left alone to do payroll is basically like, a 50% flip. Like what is payroll going to get done? I don't know. So, the payroll needs to be like, we got to work together to make sure. It's a lot, right? There's like 10 people we need to get paid. So I think that's pretty much it on me. I don't know if James is still around, but
I don't think James is still around. Perhaps in Skype. Let me check.
Cool.
No.
Nice. But I really thought this meeting went good. Oh wait, look, he's on the dock. He's doing a text only. So James says today's session has been great,
Yes.
despite the fact that his internet probably was not working.
Yeah.
we can anticipate what he would say. Awesome, very, very cool. Oh my God, and I really just want to emphasize how excited I am since like Wednesday. I think Wednesday was a major transition point in this whole big picture of our network, because it was the first time that the entire global team and the Andromeda team met at the same time. Like we were all there together. And there was this, difficulty of like communication, but it was like the energy was there. And I think there was a lot of excitement there, and people have taken on more initiative and getting clear about their responsibilities and goals. So it's pretty exciting, And,
Yes.
and even though there's still this very weird, like, there's a interesting division between the Andromeda team, the Americas side, versus the rest of the global team.
Why?
Well, mainly it's communication. It's like we all
Mhm.
speak English and Spanish pretty well, and we have access
Yes,
to,
with the global team is really difficult.
for whatever reason, we have access to better internet and communication systems, whereas the global team, their English is and the Spanish is not as good in terms of communicating, period. And then their audio and their ability to actually interact on the internet is just very, very, it's much lower. So it's just a very different experience, and their ability to, jump on and get organized is not as good as the Andromeda. All right, let's finish reading James's here. I'm excited, and at least I'm learning my roles in the group. I'm also grateful to the Andromeda team, who have been carrying it as my prayer, and that with time I will do more tasks and reflect on the admiration I have for the team. Cool. So yeah, I think we're good. So I think AnaClara, you had to go, and maybe me and Nelly will stick around a little bit. I don't remember what the plan was, but
Yeah.
let me go back to setup. So we have Isaac had to leave really fast, so he was only around for like 30
I'm getting
minutes.
the information for AnaClara to get her payment. Oh, Isaac, we don't know what happened with him.
He left. He was only here for like a half an hour.
So we need to fill up the information of.
Sorry, say again. So AnaClara, basically, if you want to go, you can totally just like go now, and we might stick around a little longer. Or are you already gone? Is she already gone? No, she's still here.
No, she's here, but.
So I would be down maybe just to stop. I mean, we could just stop, and if you want to check in later, but I know there's, you want to get going here in about a half an hour as well.
Yes, because we need to check the value tracking.
Yeah, I would say there's
the session value.
Yeah, there's the session value tracking we could do really quick, and then the second thing is the getting started on the payroll. So you want to just see how much we can get done in like a half hour?
Sure, of course.
So let's start with the value tracking.
Mm-hmm. With
Let's
Jay.
make sure the video indexing is looking good. I guess the video indexing is good enough. Okay. All right. So and then James is supposed to like copy and paste all this stuff into the master documents.
I did that.
Okay, good. All right. So session value tracking.
To join to the subconference,
yeah.
Press number of subconference from 1 to.
Okay. So present, AnaClara, Jay, Nelly, James, and Isaac.
Yeah.
Preparation, me and Nelly did preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Early, Nelly, Jay, and James, we were all early. On time, Nelly, Jay, and James. Time. So I think we're going to end up doing like 3 hours. I think AnaClara, 2.5. James, I don't know if he's going to stick around or not, but Isaac.
2 hours and a half.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. Are you going to take off, AnaClara, or do you want to help with the session value tracking?
I'm here.
Okay, but
Can
I'm
you
just.
hear me, guys?
I can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
we can hear you.
We can hear you, AnaClara.
Nelly, can we do value tracking together? I will be following you on the dock. Give me just 1 second. Just 1 minute.
I can hear you now.
I thought we were doing the session value tracking first. Nelly,
Yes, I'm here with you.
I thought we were going to do the session value tracking first.
Yes, yes, I'm doing that with you. The session value tracking.
Okay, but that's exactly what James was just talking about, doing the session value tracking together.
Oh, he was talking about that?
Yeah, he said, Nelly, can we do the value
yeah.
tracking together? Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, cool. So we'll do 0.5
Please
hours
do
for
help
Isaac.
us. I understood that value tracking from Exa. Sorry,
Totally.
I have that in my mind all the time.
Okay, cool. So I think the time is pretty good. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, it just kind of, I mean, maybe James is going to stick around longer as well, but in AnaClara, it's kind of unclear whether she's going to stick around or not. But Isaac is.
Guys,
Yeah.
I have to go.
Okay.
I have to go. I cannot be here any longer. And
Okay, cool.
also my internet is
Acting
sucking
up.
right now. So
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so
Don't
much.
worry.
You take care.
is there anything I can do like without being in the meeting? Like although I'm going to do all my tasks and Asana and whatever, but if you need any help and anything, just send me an email. As soon as I see it, I can do it like today or tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And good luck with all
Okay.
your other tasks. We know that there's a lot to do. Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
Bye.
But I will update it. I will update it between today and tomorrow. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Okay.
So facilitation would be, you know, it'd be 2 hours. And, you know, Nelly, you did some facilitation maybe for like a half an hour or so?
Yes.
Doing some, it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Note taking, you know, I mainly did this, and I think that Nelly gets a point, 1 point.
Yay.
So you were helping out with it, but yeah. Okay, so timekeeping, AnaClara did really well. I think she basically did 2 hours of timekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Video indexing, Nelly, you did that 2 hours. That was a lot of work, 2.5 hours really.
Mm-hmm.
Session value tracking, James and Nelly, and then we also have the master document updating, and this is Nelly. You did this for 2.5 hours. Session value tracking, and this is obviously Jay as well. So, so obviously I'm doing this. You know, I don't know how long it's going to take. James, I don't think is really doing this, but we'll give him a point. You know, maybe he'll help on it. Nelly's getting started a little bit, so we'll get Nelly on there. All right, so work, I don't think we did any work. Maybe James did, well, he did a task. So if we go up to here to tasks.
Well, I was updating James' main doc.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that as part of tasks.
So the questions here would be like what got done. So doc for documentation systems, did this get done? No. Copy and paste, so that did not get done. No one did that. Need to copy and paste responsibility section of this meeting notes into team responsibilities doc. Did that get done?
Into the team responsibilities doc.
No, didn't get done. Okay. Set up Google Calendar alert for exit secretary work. No. Send James all the information for Western Union. Did this get done?
Yes.
It did?
send James the information for Western Union. What I did was update the information that he would like to be paid through Western Union.
This one, Nelly. So
But
this one,
I don't know.
This one did not get
Yeah.
done, but this one did get done. So he updated his personnel file.
Mm-hmm.
Getting AnaClara's info from here to personnel file into the payroll spreadsheet for Payoneer. Did that get done?
I'm working on that.
Okay, so
Mhm.
it's not done. Add decisions and drama decisions doc. James did this, right? He said he did that, right?
Mhm.
I think he said he did that.
Yes.
Create responsibilities coordination doc. I don't think that got done. Add responsibilities that didn't. Oh, the spreadsheet got done. So we created a spreadsheet. Who created the spreadsheet?
I did.
Okay, so that would be a subtask. So Nelly created spreadsheet. Created responsibilities spreadsheet. Add James to the Andromeda team doc. This got done. That was Nelly.
Yes.
And then all this budget stuff did not get done. So Nelly did 1, 2, 3 tasks, and James did 1 task. Although I'm pretty sure James did another task. I just can't remember what it was. All right, so that's it. And we didn't do any work. I don't think we did any work at all, did we? Can you think of any work? Yeah. So cool, except for the tasks. The tasks get done. So let's start with. I want to start with James. I'm gonna do James. And what's really cool about this is like now we have the session meeting value tracking spreadsheet, and it adds it all up for you. You don't have to worry about adding it up. It does the adding for you automatically.
Oh, good.
Yes. So what's this? Updating the project management doc. James. What did you do for the project manager doc? What project manager doc? Link. What is this? Update the project management doc.
We all update. Well, you updated the project management.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. That I did it, but it's not really a task. It's part of our meeting. You know, we went through the project management system
as part of the meeting. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's the systems doc, but so anyways, I think that he's just adding this because of it in general, but he didn't actually do it. It's not a task. So let's just note here, I don't think this was a task. All right, so I want to do James here. So James, do you want to do AnaClara?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I will do AnaClara.
You can do AnaClara. All right. So actually, I'll just do myself. I'm just gonna do myself, and then James can do himself, and then you can do AnaClara and yourself, and then we'll spread it out.
Attendance time.
So James, please do. All right. So I'll do myself. So I got 1 attendance point. I was on time. I was even early. I got a point for being early.
She was on time. 1 point. Time.
AnaClara was technically 3 minutes late. So,
so just attendance.
Just attendance, exactly. So attendance 1 point, early 1 point, on time 1 point. So time was 3 hours. Facilitation was 2 hours.
She did
2 hours.
I think she didn't do any facilitation or note taking or value tracking.
She did timekeeping. She did timekeeping.
Timekeeping, yeah. Timekeeping. That is 2 hours. 2.5. Okay. So let me see if I remember this. Give me just 1 second.
So the session value tracking was only it's only a half an hour. We're just doing it right now at the end, you know?
Okay.
And training, I definitely did like maybe an hour of training too. All right, so I think that is good on mine. So I would say that I am 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, tasks. Did I do any tasks? I did not do any tasks. All right. So 1, 2, 3 points. 3 points plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 hours. 8.5 hours. How's it going, Nelly?
I'm going okay. I'm going on me. I already did AnaClara's. 1 point. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be
So
9.
someone second my value tracking. Okay. I'll double check yours,
Oh, yeah.
James. I'm gonna double check James's, okay? So if
Yeah.
I go up here, so he was present, he was not on time or early. He was in prep, so that's 1 point for being present. Oh, but you were not. Oh, was he early? Maybe he was early. Yeah, he was early. So he was on time and early. Okay, so that's 3 points. His time was 3 hours. I mean, he's the same here as us, right? Updating decision document. Well, that was a task, so you get 1 point for that. Value session tracking. So you're helping with that. 2.5 hours. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and 3.25 hours. What I got here. So
Okay, mine is done, and also AnaClara's.
great. So now the next step here, and we don't actually have to add it up anymore. The adding up is no longer necessary. So right here you can see you have the link to the session meeting value tracking spreadsheet, and that's where you can we can start logging everything in. I already did mine.
Which one?
How are you doing? It's this one here, the session meeting value tracking spreadsheet. I'm doing good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but let me.
Hello?
I'll just mute.
Jay?
Here, I just got a phone call real quick. Just log everything into this in the spreadsheet.
Okay.
I already put in a lot of work to put all of the different sessions and all the different lines in there. So if you're making new lines like those, like I already did it. It's all there. Well, I know
Okay.
I already did it though. We just need to add in the numbers. All you gotta do is add in the numbers.
3.25. We don't know Isaac's, right?
Okay. Isaac, we didn't do Isaac? I thought we did Isaac. Okay.
I didn't do Isaac.
Okay, I'll do Isaac. He'll be really easy. So we do Isaac. He had an attendance point, and he was there for half an hour, and I think that's it. Time 0.5 hours. I don't think he did a single task. I don't think he did anything. So I would say that's it. So he would get 1 point plus 0.5 hours.
James 4.
So Isaac gets 1 point.
AnaClara's 1 point. 1 point. Then we have J 3 points.
I already did
J
mine.
3 points. Okay. Nelly 4 points. Nelly 4 points. Okay. Got it.
Great. And so this would go Nelly, and then we would just like double this.
I think we have double it for today's meeting.
Yeah. And
I mean, there are 2 Nellies,
That's because you get
2 J's.
That's because you get community Saturday credits and general session credits.
Okay.
Because it's a community Saturday. So on Saturdays you get extra credits because it's like the weekend and it's like, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's really cool about this is like once we do this, we can just sort, right? And we can say, you know, we go down to Nelly and we could be like, here's all Nelly's credits, and we can just add it up really fast.
Oh, okay.
So it's like really easy to do that. But the other question would be why you have 4 here and 3 there. So Nelly, you have 4, and then here you have 3. Do you have 4 points or 3 points? It's
4.
4 points. So I wonder why that ended up at 3. So we'll make this 4. Okay, there. Yeah, let's see. 3 facilitation 0.5, 3 indexing 2.5, master document editing 2.5. And I'm not sure you were totally master document updating the entire session, but it's perfectly fine for now, but over time we'll improve upon that. So anyways, I think we're looking good. I think we're good here. So do we want to try to do a little on the payroll side, or?
Yes, sure, because we need to pay AnaClara, so maybe we can do a little bit of that.
Okay, but I do definitely want, don't you need to leave in like 7 minutes though?
Like a 7-minute break?
Yeah. There's one other,
Sure.
Yeah, there's one other thing that we didn't think about here that's important to note.
Okay.
Is that on the time, right? So there's actually audio and text, right? And then there's text only.
Yeah.
Text only. And so James, did he do any audio? I can't remember if he did maybe a little bit of audio.
I think at the beginning he did like half an hour audio.
Yeah, so we could say, you know, 3 hours for text only, and then maybe James did, you know, a half hour for text and audio.
Yeah.
So what this would mean is everyone gets double, like, and that's something that we need to get better at, you know, that when you do an audio session, it's double value than a typical session.
Just text.
You know, so this would actually be 6 hours, this would be 6 hours, this would be 5 hours, this would be 1 hour, and this would be 0.5 hours. Well, this would have to be 2. This would be 2.5, and this would be 1 hour. So that's a substantial difference that we're going to want to update. So his time was actually, so his total time was 3.5 hours, I think. Yeah, 3.5 hours. And then we would add double, so this would be total time was 5 hours, 5 hours. Mine was 6 hours. Nelly was 6 hours. And Isaac was 1 hour.
Okay, let's check with those numbers. That would be.
So we just add 3 hours to everybody, 3 or 2.5 hours. So 8, 9, 10, 11.5 for me. James would be,
that would be
just
12.
half an hour, so it's going to be 9. AnaClara, is James really 9 hours? Correct? Oh no, James is 3.25 hours, would be 3.75. How do we get 9? 3.75 hours. AnaClara.
Okay, that's.
AnaClara was 5, 6, 7.5 hours. So AnaClara is 7.5 hours. Isaac is going to be 1 hour, and Nelly, you are 12 hours.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's better. Yeah. So we made some mistakes on that from earlier times, so we want to make sure it's clear in the template. I'm going to go back to the template and update the template. And this would be the session value tracking.
I think this should be also in our.
What should also be an hour?
In our main docs, the session value tracking.
I don't think it really needs to be in the main docs, but it's fine.
No? Okay.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So I think we're good on that. So don't you need to get going, or do you want to try to do longer, or what's going on?
Yeah, we can do more. Perhaps just have a 7-minute break, and then we can return to do some payroll.
Okay, that sounds better.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then I will see you in 7 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to stop the broadcast too. So stop that.
Okay.